Hey guys, before we get into the video, I want to let you know I'm doing commissions now. That's right, that means I'm doing drawings for you. If you guys want me to do a drawing for you, like you and Timmy Turner granting somebody a wish, or you and Danny Phantom fighting like 10 ghosts, or maybe drawing one of your characters, anything else, a Marvel character, any comic book character of any kind, anything you want me to draw, let me know, and just click the link down below in the description. That's right, doing drawings for you. Hey Heart fans, thanks so much for tuning in this week. Okay, I've got a brand new book out on Amazon. It's called the Butch Hartman Sketchbook #1. You can buy it on Amazon. It's really cool. Tons of cool sketches I've done in here, but where do those sketches come from? They came from these sketch pads right here. Some of these sketch pads are brand new. Some of them are like between 5 and 10 years old. Some of them are 30 years old, but there are a ton of sketches here. I want to walk you through some of these sketches so you can see where I develop my style and just kind of some of the stuff I'm into. So hope you enjoy it. This is Butch Hartman's Sketchbook Guide to the Galaxy. Actually, it's just a sketchbook tour, but we needed a cool graphic, so here it is. Okay, that was a loud graphic. All right, here we go. So let's walk through some sketchbooks here. Okay, so let's, I don't know, there's a bunch here. Okay, look, we'll just start at this top one. I didn't plant this here on purpose, it's just here. And it's a Strathmore sketchbook. I like small ones because I can carry them with me a lot more easily. And, you know, sometimes it's kind of cool to have it there to pull it out. And I got my pens here. I just might draw something while we're sitting here. You never know. So here's sketchbook #1. We'll just call it that. And, okay, here's a drawing right now. I drew this in Uganda, Africa. I was just in Uganda with my family for my foundation, Hartman House. You can check that out online, hartmanhouse.org. We do a lot of charitable work. But I was in Uganda, Africa, and I drew this. It is the family fusion, and I even dated it up there. It says, started in Uganda, Africa, Thursday, August 10th, 2017. This is a very recent drawing. This is the family fusion. It's a cartoon on the NOOG Network. This is Philo Fusion. And his wife, don't have a name for her yet. I think her name is Philema, maybe? I forget her name. And this is his son, Newt Fusion. Just this cool robot back there. But I draw a lot with a brush pen, so I just like to draw cool characters, and that's the family fusion, so there's that. I'm not going to walk through every page of every one of these. We'll be here for 16 hours. Let me just kind of flip through into the middle. Oh, here we go. Here's one. I posted this on Instagram recently. This is a drawing of Reed Richards from the Fantastic Four. Pretty cool. You guys know who Reed Richards is? The smartest character in the Marvel Universe, actually. You think Tony Stark is smart? Nothing compared to Reed Richards. But that's, I love drawing comic characters and superheroes. You're going to see a lot of superhero characters in my books. I don't know what it is. I just love drawing superheroes. You can see by my set here, I got some superhero stuff. A lot of fun for me to do. And let's see, what else do I have here? Oh, here we go. This is cool. I haven't posted this one yet on Instagram or anything. This is Batman getting punched by Spider-Man. Combining DC and Marvel characters is a lot of fun for me. I love it, and so you don't really see that a lot in normal comics. So it's fun for me to do it. If you can do things as an artist, it's a lot of fun to do that. So, and there's Batman. That's his pose, but you have to draw it upside down to make the drawing work. So don't be afraid to flip your sketch pads around to do stuff like that. Let's see. Kind of fun for me to do this. Let's see. Going through here. Oh, I just posted this recently on Tumblr and Instagram. This is Doctor Strange. Drawing of Doctor Strange, followed by, wait, hold it, aha, a drawing of Deadpool. There we go. I gotta have a Deadpool in every sketchbook. So there you go, a little drawing of Deadpool there. And again, like I say, I draw a lot of superheroes. And what else? Oh, I just posted this recently. This is Ariel, the Little Mermaid, meets Cosmo as a goldfish, and he's like, pretty lady, but I forget she's very young. I probably shouldn't have done it. But anyway, Cosmo meets Ariel. They're both underwater. And that's, I like to draw Disney characters a lot, and I also love to draw my own characters. And again, like I said, lots of superheroes. So what else do I have in here? Oh, here's a previous Doctor Strange that I did. He looks a lot like Vlad Plasmius. So I kind of gave him the Vlad Plasmius hairdo. So that's another Doctor Strange. And okay, that's enough for this sketch pad. Let's go to another one. That's sketchbook #1 over there. So let's go deep down. Where can I go? Okay, this is interesting. This is a sketchbook I did, wow, when I was, okay, this was from a long time ago. This is from 1983 or 82. I was about 17 or 18 years old. This is a long time ago. You'll see a lot of my style starting to develop in here. Oh boy. Yeah, I said I like to draw superheroes. Here's a page of a character I drew very, very originally named Super Butch right there. I'm sure that just rolls off the tongue, and who wouldn't want to see a cartoon of that character, right? Okay, very embarrassing. I used to draw a lot with a ballpoint pen back then too. Let me see here. Oh boy, I'm so ashamed to look at these drawings. You can always tell you improve as an artist when your previous drawings make you cringe and get physically ill. So, here's a superhero I created on my own. His name is Energy Mass. He has atomic powers, and if you think I ripped off the Human Torch, you're exactly right. So that's a Human Torch character that I ripped off. And let's see. Oh boy, again, I was 18, just experimenting. Don't be afraid to experiment. Oh, here's I was really into drawing horses and animals back then, because I was learning how to draw animal musculature and structure, which is very important. You have to draw from life before you can draw cartoon stuff. So here's a Pegasus that I drew right there. There's that. And let's see. Oh yeah, here's some typical, just some horse sketches, this horse structure, things like that. I can draw horses a lot better now, but that's kind of where I started. And I learned from books back then. Back then, I had this one book called The Art of Animal Drawing by a guy named Kent Hultgren. Kind of a crazy name. But I had to take this book to my school library and copy it on a Xerox machine. And a Xerox machine back then was about as big as this room, and it cost me 25 cents per copy. So I copied about 50 pages. It cost me like $20 to copy this book, but I carried it around for many, many years. There's some more of the horse drawings that I learned structure-wise. Sometimes it's not the quality of, I had the book, the information in the book was great, but the actual, my copy was just a Xerox copy I carried around. But still, I kept it with me for many years. I learned a lot out of that book. So do not be afraid to learn from books. Oh yeah, just more horses. Oh boy, I'm only laughing because then I transferred the horse drawing knowledge to dragons. So there you go, I drew a dragon. Boy, am I terrified to show you that. Okay, and let's see, here's Butch, don't you have any cartoony stuff in there? As a matter of fact, I do. Here's a little mouse. I don't know where he came from, but there's a little mouse. And there's some guy in a trench coat. No idea what's going on there. I don't know what I was thinking back then, but that was a while ago. And you're going to draw so many drawings, you'll forget about most of them. When you get to look back on them again, it's going to bring back a lot of memories. So, by the way, this was prior to the internet, so I had nothing else to do back then but draw. So there's that one. Let's go to a more recent one if I can find it. Let me see. Where should I go? How about this guy right here? Okay, let's see what's in this one. Ah, okay. Interesting. I just released a cartoon on my channel called Imagine Nathan. You can see it on the NOOG Network, or you can see it here. And this is Imagine Nathan's dad. I designed him right here. Imagine Nathan's dad right there. Very cool. These are some NOOGs right here on the bottom left. Just always sketching, always doodling. Let's see. Oh, check it out. There is a Danny Phantom. Watch the Fairly Odd Parents premiere tomorrow. I don't know when the Fairly Odd Parents premiered. Maybe a year or two ago. We had new episodes, and I drew a Danny to announce it. So there's Danny Phantom. Oh, I think you know who this guy is. Vlad Plasmius, right there. Oh, here's a cool one. Just a quick sketch of Batman, right there. Just a quick old grim picture of Batman, looking grim, never happy. Poor Batman. He has no body. Maybe that's why he's grim. All right, then let's see. Oh yeah. Here's a NOOG for the NOOG Network. Always working on those guys. Check it out. Don't forget to download it. Very cool. Oh, and wait. For some reason, I drew, maybe this was around Thanksgiving, I drew a very portly Timmy Turner here having just eaten a bunch of food. So maybe that's why I drew that. Maybe it was Thanksgiving, I don't know. And what else do I have? Oh, I have this. I don't know what this was. This is sort of a drawing of a dog. Oh, I know what this was. I was trying to work on a show about some aliens that invade Earth, but they're really tiny. They think they're going to come here and be really cool, but they're really small. So this was a drawing of the aliens invading Earth, and this dog's just looking at them like, who are these guys, you know? And always working on new ideas, always keeping things going. There are ideas in here that I will make someday, but you might not be able. Oh yeah, here it is. They were called Dirty Rotten Space Monsters. Also another cartoon I just uploaded on my channel. You can check that out. There's a concept piece for Dirty Rotten Space Monsters coming to Earth. In the comic, in the final cartoon though, they're not small, they're actually big. They're parking space monsters. That was the quick joke I came up with. But there's that. Let's see what else we have. Oh, here we go. Here's a Cosmo. I think you know him. Oh, another Danny Phantom. Nice inked one there. What else? Oh, here's a cool one that I liked. I got this really cool Spider-Man pose that I liked. I did a Spider-Man there. And I've got this idea involving dragons, and I'm going to do something with these humanoid dragons. And here's like a drawing of one of the dragon warrior guys. That was a lot of fun. And I'm definitely gonna do something with that. And by the way, let me know if you guys want to see me do a show about these Dragon Warriors. What'll I call it? Dragon Warriors? I don't know. We'll think of something. Maybe I will do something with that. You never know. And oh, now here's some real fun little cartoony stuff. This is called Pet Project, and it involves pets. That's all I'll say for now. But these are some really fun cartoony things that I did. And you know, the cool thing about being an artist is you can do superheroes one day, you can do horses the next day, you can do Dragon Warriors the next day, and then the next day you can do really silly cartoony characters. And that's what I really love the most about being an artist, is the variety of things you can do once you get comfortable with your style. And you guys can get your style comfortable. Oh wait, here comes the Crimson Chin. There he is. He's not crimson. I don't have time. I know you guys are going, you're probably thinking, why are all the drawings in black and white, Butch? Don't you color all your drawings? I mean, I could, but the coloring takes so much time to do it right. And I love to color drawings. You can see a lot of my colored drawings here on my channel. But a lot of times in my sketch pad, I just don't have a lot of time to color stuff. So that's why it's all in black and white. And let's see, I'll put this one aside for now. We'll go on to another sketchbook, shall we? That's 3. Look how many are left. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. How about, look at that one. This one actually contains some sketches from my sketchbook available on Amazon. Do you want to see a couple of them? Okay, I'll show them to you. In fact, that's why this book is marked up, because I marked up, I put Post-its on the sketches I wanted to put in the book. So it's a little Canson sketch pad. This is from this year. It's awesome. Fits right in my bag. I can pull it out whenever I want. Just draw. Now this guy, definitely look out for this guy very, very soon. This is a project very near and dear to my heart. This is called The Elf Detective, and that's the elf. And he's an elf detective. He dresses in a suit. He's like 6 feet tall. He's not a little elf. He's like a Lord of the Rings elf, but in the modern day. And he fights mythological crime. And that's coming out very, very soon. Do you guys think I should make a series out of this? What do you think? Maybe just one episode or a whole series? Let me know what you think. I really want to know, because I'm very into this idea, elf detective. So let me know what you think of that. I'm very excited. Here's some more sketches from Elf Detective. Just different guns and other characters that could be in the show. I think it'd be an awesome show. It's very anime inspired. So I'm very excited about that, which I love anime. You can tell by my One Punch Man figure. I love anime. He can go back over there. I thought One Punch Man was a lot bigger. Anyway, oh, here we go. Look, so there's another shot of the Elf Detective. That's 3 drawings in one sketch pad. So bam, there he is. All right, I'll show you a 4th one. Here's a 4th one. The story of Elf Detective involves a unicorn, but I'm not going to say what it is. Okay, so that's all you get for now. But there you go. So check that out. What else do I have? Oh, I drew this. I drew this for Father's Day last year. Just Deadpool with a Father's Day tie on, and of course, who wouldn't love that for Father's Day? All right, and I think that might be enough of this sketch pad, because a lot of these drawings are in my book. So we'll wait on these. Hold on. Oh, here's a cool one. Wait one sec. Here's a cool one. This is another drawing of one of those Dragon Warriors with a kid. So the story, as you can see, is developing in my mind. So again, just drawing things in the sketch pad, drawing it down. Don't be afraid to draw things down, write things down, because you might forget it. And the cool thing is you have it written down now, and they can last for years. You saw I have a 30-year-old sketch pad here, so that's the cool part. A lot of Danny Phantom here. A lot of okay. In fact, here's a very cool one here. Danny Phantom meets Spider-Man, which I love. I love combining my characters with famous Marvel or DC characters. I think it's a lot of fun. Again, as an artist, it's a great thing to be able to do. It's a blessing. Don't ever take your art talent for granted. I never do. I was very, very thankful for what I can do. It's very important to always practice your art, because there's a scripture in the Bible, the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 10, verse 10, says, always keep your axe sharpened, because a dull axe requires more strength to get anything done. So if you're not sharpening your skill, you're going to have a lot harder time getting things done. But if you just practice a little bit every day, man, you're going to be able to draw. Somebody asks you to do something, you can do it. And that's what I want to see you guys do, is practice. So, okay, wait, how about this? Another sketch pad from the bygone days of the 80s. Yes, when the world was young. Let's see. Again, a lot of superheroes, guys. A lot of superheroes in here. Okay, look, again, I was really into horses. There's another horse right there. Another horse drawing. Can you see that? Pretty good there. Another horse. Let's see what I got. I know. Okay, there's a lot of. Oh, here's a Robin the Boy Wonder. Started that. Really, really ashamed of that drawing. Okay, anyway, let's see. But I'm not ashamed. You know why? Because if I didn't draw that drawing, it wouldn't have gotten me to where I am today. So that's the cool part. Just a page of superhero poses. Just, you know, muscular guys jumping around. Anatomy. Anatomy, everybody, is very important. So get anatomy books, learn how to do this. I drew this really detailed hamburger for some reason. I don't know why. I think it was a poster I was doing for a local sub shop in my area. Makes me kind of hungry now. Okay, and let me see. I know there's a drawing somewhere of... oh yeah, there's some Star Wars characters, because that's back when Star Wars first came out. There's Yoda and R2-D2 there. Oh, and here's here's a horrible Indiana Jones poster picture that I did. That's just a terrible, terrible picture there. And I know there's a picture of E.T. in here that I did somewhere. Oh, here's a more detailed dragon. Yeah, I know what it was. I was playing Dungeons and Dragons a lot back then. That's what it was. So there's more of a detailed dragon with some stuff on it there. And so you can see my style has changed quite a bit, but you might be able to see some similarities in there too. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. Here's a Mork, Robin Williams, Mork and Mindy coming out of the egg right there. And, you know, that show was a very hot show back then, back in the 80s. Okay, so we'll come back to these. Let's get to some more modern sketch pads. Okay. Let's see, how about, we haven't gone to this pile much, have we? I think we've been on this pile. Oh yeah, this pile's getting smaller. Okay, we'll go to this pile. Let's grab one of these. Okay, these are some cool pictures here. Yes, okay. Let me see, okay. This is a show I was developing about bugs a long time ago. It's got the date, May 31st, 2012. This was called Bugly Bugs, Bugs That Play Rock and Roll. And I don't know where the title came from. Oh, I know what it's called. Here we go. This is it. It was called the Bug Outs. Okay, these are the Bug Outs. You got a drummer, you got a guitar player, you got a singer in there. And I was really into this idea. Oh, but this is very cool too. This is them in their little bug van, their music van, just rocking out. Very, very fun. And again, you can really do cartoony stuff too, guys. And it doesn't. I mean, you saw me practicing lots of superheroes and horses and things, but I love cartoony stuff too. Let me see what else is there. Oh yeah, just again developing stuff. You know, I got Rolling Bug magazine. I got one of the bugs by a stage door. You know, one bug with a guitar up there. And this is kind of cool. They play at a club called the Carton, which is a big milk carton. Yo man, we're playing at the Carton tonight. What's up? Anyway, smells like milk in here. Yeah. Anyway. That'd be kind of funny, I think. Would you like to see me make a series out of that? I really want to know what you guys think. Because look at all these ideas. Look how many ideas there are here. Yes, some of them aren't my ideas, like the superheroes and stuff, but some of them are my original ideas, and I want to see what you guys think, because I want to make what you want to see. Oh, this is fun. When I was developing the Bug Outs, I had to develop a little bug town. And so these are some of the buildings made out of ordinary household items. There's like a cup and a milk carton and a shoe and things like that. I eventually turned this into a pilot for Nickelodeon called The Buglies, which was about just a normal bug family, which was a lot of fun. Had a great time doing that. There's some more pictures of the bugs rocking out, jamming. Okay, we got enough bugs. That's enough bugs for now. Let's see. What else do I have? Oh, wait. Hold it. Here, I got a bunch of NOOG Network stuff in here for my app. I had this little game I was developing called NOOG Scoop, a little NOOG scooper that would just scoop things up. I love alliteration with words like, you know, Clark Kent. I love, you know, I love NOOG Scoop, you know, Timmy Turner, things like that. And here's a bunch of little dragons I did. I was drawing all those realistic dragons, but there's some little dragons. Dragon Tunes. Could be a kid's show. You never know. There you go. And let's see what else. Oh, I love this is cute. This little whistling dragon. Oh wait, hold on. I see another one. This is fun. I think you'll like this. This is fun. This is again another bug show I was developing. Just a little a bug show where little kids ride a school bug to school. Oh, that was kind of cute. You know, there's a little bug cop there stopping the school bug, but a little bug. Wouldn't you guys like to see a show like that? The little bug show? I would. That'd be kind of cool. And then I could have Deadpool come in and just stomp on all of them. No, I would never do that. Okay, so let's put this one aside. I think that's mostly bugs for that one. I think, yeah, that's pretty much what that is. And then, okay, and then we have This is a real recent one. But this has some sketches in it from my brand new sketchbook #1 on Amazon. So do I reveal these sketches to you? Should I reveal these sketches to you? Okay, maybe a couple more. But then you got to get the book because the book is really cool and you can have the sketches for your very own. So let's see. Again, starting off each sketchbook with Spider-Man. Just a picture of Spider-Man. I love drawing Spider-Man because he's one of my favorite characters, #1. And #2, he has no face. So he's easy to draw. For me, anyway. Here's a sketch that's actually in the book, but I'll reveal it to you. It's Deadpool meets Wanda. I mean, come on. Who wouldn't want that sketch? So there's that. And then, what else do we have here? Let's see. Oh, this is cool. Also in the book, but I'll show it to you anyway. This is just all 3 Danny Phantoms on one picture. This is Danny Phantom, and Dark Danny. Oh, I'm taking it away. Can't see it anymore. But it's in the book. You can check that out. No, I don't know if it's in the book. I don't think it is in the book. But anyway, see if it is. You buy the book and see. Oh, this is fun. Did a Guardians of the Galaxy right there. A little drawing of them. Very cool. My own style, of course. There's a lot of ways to draw these guys. You can go really cartoony. You can go very Bruce Timm, which I love. Bruce Timm, my man. Love Bruce Timm. Never met him, but love his style. And just really, you kind of go in between. I kind of went in between there. And let me see. Oh, look at Bunsen is a beast. I tore a piece of the paper out to write something down, but there's Bunsen right there. Bunsen is a beast. One of my all-time favorite characters I've ever created. Oh, and of course, an Iron Man. There you go, Iron Man. Okay, let's see. Now we're gonna go to this book right here. I forget what's in this. Let me see what's in this one. Oh, here we go. More recent stuff. Okay, now this is a sketchbook, the hardcover sketchbook. You know you got to be serious when you get the hardcover. When I get a hardcover sketchbook, I get very nervous because it seems like it's more legit because it's bound like a real book. But here's a picture of the elf detective. Again, I'm very into this character, guys. I really want to do this as a show. Let me know if you want to see this as a show and where I should release it. Should I release it here? Should I put it on Netflix? Should I put it on Nickelodeon, Disney? What should I do? Or maybe just make it myself. Maybe make it myself. Oh, here's a very cool. When I got this Batman figure, I got all inspired to draw Batman, so I drew this Batman. So there's Batman. Check it out. There he is. And let's see what else. Oh, yes. I have this new show. Actually, not so new. I thought of it a while ago, but I'm going to be doing it myself. A show called Dynamice, and that's one of the Dynamice right there. Kind of has a nuclear flame head. That's Dynamice, right? I don't know what his name is. What should his name be? Give me a name for this mouse. Please, I need your help. And let's see. Oh, here's another collective drawing of the Dynamice. I just posted that one on Instagram recently. But these guys fight crime, and they're 1 inch tall. It's a small world, unless you're a mouse. Okay, that'll be the catchphrase. Oh, I love this drawing. This is cool. One of the Dynamice hurtling through the streets. I have no idea what his power is. I would guess super speed. Maybe he's in some kind of a one of those hamster wheels that looks like a city and he's running really fast. I don't know. But that's cool. When you draw stuff, you can just come up with cool ideas of things for them. Now here's an example of what I do. Sometimes I'll draw a pose that I hate. There's a Spider-Man pose that I don't like. I said yikes, and I drew it better up here. For me anyway. And for added measure, I just threw a unicorn head in down there just for the heck of it. And what else? Oh yeah, another Dynamice picture on his Dynabike, on his mice bike. Mice bike? Mice bike, that's what we'll call it. Okay. Oh, look at this. I wonder who could this be? Mashing up characters, Wolverine and Batman. Cool. That book is not done yet, so I'm going to put that over here. Now, should I do one more of my older books or one more of my new recent books? I'll tell you what, let me just real quick look at my old book, just for the heck of it. Let me see what I got in here. What do I have in here? Real fast. Okay, there's a C-3PO and an R2-D2 back when I was a kid. Of course, next to a giraffe. Who wouldn't? Because who wouldn't draw a giraffe with C-3PO? And where is the drawing I'm looking for? I know it's in here somewhere. Oh, here we go. Here's a drawing of Shere Khan from the Jungle Book with a little Mowgli there. And on the back of my sketch pad, you can see I drew E.T. E.T. was the biggest movie on the planet back then, and so I drew E.T. because it was the law, you had to. All right, one more book. Here we go. This one, okay, here we go. Let's see. What do we got in this book? Oh, some kind of fun stuff. Okay. All right, here we go. Another book, starting off with The Fairly Odd Parents and The Fantastic Four. Now, of course, you know, Reed Richards, Human Torch. There. This is The Thing. Can you see that? The Thing from Fantastic Four. Tricky to draw. Those rocks have to lay in correctly all the time. Just a couple more pictures here, guys. Oh, this is kind of funny. I just did a video of Jake Paul clickbait where I fix his clickbait, and so I had to learn how to draw Jake Paul. That was my first attempt at Jake Paul. Here's my second attempt at Jake Paul. And here's some more Elf Detective characters right here. And working on those. And I have one drawing I want to show you. And we'll end it with this. And of course, it's a drawing of all my characters on one page. You got Danny Fenton, Timmy Turner, Bunsen is a Beast. What else is on there? Oh yeah, Poof and Foop. Just a bunch of my characters. Always fun to draw your old friends. Okay, there we go. So don't forget, all these sketches that I just showed you guys, not all of them, but a lot of them are available in this book I just did. It's available now on Amazon. It's for sale. Yes, for sale. It costs a little bit of money, but not too much. It's around $22. But there's 50 sketches in this book. 50 of my sketches are in this book. And they can be available for you to have in your very own house. And this isn't the first book I'm going to do. I'm going to be doing many more of these. That's why it's called Sketchbook 1. Because I want to put all of these sketches in books, and it's for people to have and hopefully enjoy, maybe learn from. And if you guys want to see me do a how-to book, or a children's book, or a comic book, I'd love to hear your suggestions on that. Just let me know. It's been great sharing this time with you guys. There's a lot of very personal memories in here, so thank you for indulging me. And if you want to see another sketchbook tour, let me know. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Hey, I'm Butch Hartman. Thanks so much for watching my channel. This time around, we're going to be taking a tour inside the wonderful world of my Sketchpad. Okay guys, check it out. I don't show a lot of people the interior of my sketchbook very often because, quite frankly, I'm not always thrilled about what's in there. There are some drawings I really love, and there's some drawings that really aren't that great, but that's what a sketchbook is for. It's to practice your art. It's to practice ideas and to get ideas down and see if they work or not. Some work great, some not so great. We're going to get a look inside my sketchbook so you guys can see what I do and what I draw each and every day. Check it out. One thing I tend to draw a lot of, and those of you who follow me on Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram might notice, I tend to draw a lot of superheroes. I am a comic book freak. I love comic books, always have been, always will be a comic book fan, and I think in my heart years ago wanted to be a comic book artist. And didn't ever gravitate that way, but I always tend to draw superheroes. I love drawing guys with superhero costumes on. I love drawing girls in action poses. I love drawing people with superpowers, people flying, jumping, really strong. It's really fun. It really appeals to me. I'm sure it appeals to a lot of you out there too. So I knew that in order to draw superheroes, I'd have to practice my anatomy. So you'll see in my sketch pad, there's a lot of anatomy. There's a lot of hands, a lot of feet, a lot of faces, a lot of muscles, a lot of human body structure poses, things like that. There'll be lots of partially drawn people. It might look like it's kind of an eerie place, my sketch pad. Sometimes there's body parts and no actual whole people. But I'm just practicing different angles and different ways to draw things. So when I'm called upon to actually draw a person or a superhero, I can do it. You'll also see a lot of cartoony stuff in my sketchbook. I do a lot of cartoony drawings. I do a lot of practicing for Fairly Odd Parents. I do a lot of practicing for TUFF Puppy still. I still have to draw those characters. I love to draw Danny Phantom, as a lot of you know. I post a lot of Danny stuff on my social media sites, which you can check out. I also am doing a lot of practicing for my new show, Bunsen is a Beast. I love drawing Bunsen. He's a lot of fun to draw, plus his pal Mikey, the human character in that show. You guys will be seeing that coming up in the next few months when the show is released eventually, but it really is a lot of fun to practice, and I always like to practice with pen. I like to practice with pen. Pen is something that when you use it, it teaches you how to control your line work. Those of you drawing in pencil out there, that's fantastic. Always keep drawing, whether it's a pencil, crayon, piece of chalk, whatever. But when you really start wanting to get very, very serious about control and confidence, start drawing with pen. It'll really teach you how to be confident and put a line down that you can't erase. You've got to be really, really positive that that's the line I want to put down. That keeps you really confident. It makes you think about things a lot more intensely when you're drawing in pen. And then the final product actually looks a little more slick, you know, so and it can't smudge and you can't accidentally erase it. You'll also see, I like to have fun in my sketch pad. I like to do things I don't really get to do all the time. I'm always coming up with different show ideas. I do lots of animal stuff. I always practice animals and real things. Always keep practicing those real drawings based in reality. Life drawing, animals. You'll see a bunch of eyes in my sketch pad, human eyes. I like to draw eyes because I just think they're fun to draw and they're really cool. Sometimes I'll draw trees, plants, different things in the sketchbook that might seem boring when you're doing them, but every time you draw something, you're practicing. It's like you're sharpening your sword. You're keeping it sharp. You're always keeping it ready for battle. And this pen is your sword. They say the pen's mightier than the sword. Not in a sketch pad. Okay, now here's a drawing I just did. I had a lot of fun doing it. I'm not really allowed to say who this character is because I don't own the rights. But let's just say it's a superhero man who controls ants. Okay, and this is for a project that I'm working on kind of on my own right now. But I think you'll like this character. I know he looks like a certain hero that has a bat theme, but it's really not him. Okay, just drew an old friend, and I think you recognize him. He has a mighty jaw of justice. These guys always make me smile. I think you recognize them. They're fairly odd. And here's just a page of what I like to call superhero dudes. Okay, that's my sketchbook, and right now it's time for this week's Drawing of the Week. And in honor of my sketchbook, I'm going to do just a sketch for you, so check it out. Hey art fans, Butch Hartman here. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are so excited that you guys are here. All right, you might notice that my set is a little bit different. But before I go into that, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below so you guys can be alerted when I make big changes like this. I mean, I change sets again, you guys might not even know unless you subscribe. Okay, by the way, we are in a different studio today because, well, I'll be very honest with you, they're destroying the roof at my other studio. They're putting on a brand new roof and it is super loud. It's like there's a Michael Bay Transformers movie going on outside. And as far as I'm concerned, that's what it was. There are Transformers in the world and they're real. Anyway, we're here at my home studio and it's kind of cool. It's where I do all my creative stuff. It's where I create all my new shows and all my new ideas, where I put all things down on paper. And do you guys want to see my studio? Should I take you guys on a studio tour? Well, that's not this video. That could be another one. Let me know if you guys want to see that, and I'll be happy to take you around the studio as long as my wife says it's okay. We got to clean up around here. Anyway, okay, we're going to do a sketchbook tour today because my last sketchbook video seemed to be kind of popular. People really like it. You guys want to see more of the stuff I'm doing, so let's get into it. Okay, this is kind of cool. This is titled Mikey Mumbles, this sketch pad. Now, Mikey Mumbles is a show that I thought of way before I thought of Bunsen as a beast. It's called Mikey Mumbles Monster Mix. And it's about a kid who mixes up a bunch of ingredients because he's making lunch, doesn't know what to mix up, puts a bunch of ingredients in a bowl, puts it in the microwave explodes, and then as the smoke clears, he sees he's made a monster. And he's mixed up his own monster. So he makes a monster cookbook and makes monsters for all of his friends. So I drew it as a children's book originally, and these are some of the children's book drawings. I've never printed the children's book. I've never shown it to anybody. If you want to see the children's book, I'll show you some drawings. If you want to see the final version, let me know in the comment section below if I should publish this. So this is one of the drawings of Mikey Mumbles Monster Mix. There'll be words there, of course. It's about, he's like, hi, I'm Mikey Mumbles, and right now I'm caught in the web of a monster. How'd I get here? Let's find out. And then you go into the story. Kind of, it's a flashback story. So this is way before Bunsen is a beast. He goes, let's go to the flashback. Hit the flashback button down below. And then there's the flashback button. You can hit the flashback button. These drawings look beautiful in color, by the way. I have them all colored. If you want to see them, let me know in the comment section. Oh yeah, here's a little shot of his town where he lives. He lives in Flipsburg. So Flipsburg, Dimsdale, Muckledunk, they probably are all in the same universe, the same Butch Hartman universe. You never know. That's Flipsburg. And but these are all drawn in a book, pen and ink, and I really love the drawings. And we get some shots of the people in Flipsburg. Let's get some. Oh yeah, here's the cover of the book. That's the line work of the book. Mikey Mumble's Monster Mix. Just add terror. And that's the line work there. Now this story, Mikey Mumbles, did not evolve into Bunsen. It's a whole separate monster story. I just like stories about fun monsters, you know, silly monsters. Here's like, he says, there's some really scary things in my town. The ice cream man, ah! The librarian, yeah! You know, he's just terrified of all the people in his town. I forget what the story is, but I'm gonna get back into it. If you guys wanna see it, let me know. Mikey Mumble's Monster Mix. Oh yeah, here's where he says, so one night while my parents were making very sure that I was okay, his parents were asleep, he has a big sandwich and he sees something magical on TV. He sees his very first monster movie and he was hooked. And so Mikey Mumble sees his first monster movie. I guess that he has no interest in life until he sees his first monster movie. Then he's obsessed with monsters. And that's why he wants to make his own. And here's like when he finally reveals the monster. He sees the smoke clear and the monster's there. I have these all in color too somewhere. So that's Mikey Mumble's Monster Mix. Again, if you guys want to, I'm making an online store pretty soon. I can make this book and actually put it in the store. If you guys want to buy it, let me know. I'd love to make it for you. So, how about we do, let me see. Oh, here's this is a painting I did, a kid in a cereal bowl with a shark. That was development for a movie I was developing about cereal. You want to see that? Let me know. Butch, you want to see your cereal movie? Well, let me know. I will show it to you. I'm not a serial killer, but I am a serial drawer, artist. These are all watercolor books that I sometimes actually draw in and don't do watercolors in. Oh, here's a character I did years ago at Nickelodeon called Splatipus that no one's ever seen before. I might just start making this character myself. What do you think? There's a platypus named Splatipus, and that's his friend Mindy Mole. So let me know if you think I should do that. You want to see Splatipus? I have the original pilot I can show you. Maybe I should show that. Let me know. Okay, and then let's see what else I got. Now, you guys probably don't want to see these, but here's some Danny Phantom shirts I thought of, some concepts just for basic Danny Phantom shirts. And it'd be cool to make these too. Maybe Nickelodeon will let me make them. What do you think? Maybe you guys should write letters to them and let them have me make these shirts. This is a character I thought of. He could sing, he could dance, and he could fight crime. And he was called Triple Threat. And that is Triple Threat. This was going to be a comic book turned into a cartoon at Nickelodeon years ago. We never made it though. See, a lot of your best ideas might not even get made, so just keep making them because they will get made. This drawing isn't finished yet. This is his dad, Major Threat. And then here is, you can see the rough line underneath. And then here is, oh, this is his sister. Oh no, this is his mother, Mama Threat. Triple Threat is awesome. And they're all African American characters too. And this is Mina Threat. That's his little sister. So you have Triple Threat, Mama Threat, Major Threat, and Mina Threat. And they lived in a city called Sensation City, where everybody could do awesome things. Here's another one, another sketch pad. I did this early watercolor, just some random superhero. Superhero dude. I should add some black ink to that. What else we got? Let me see. Oh, here's one. Now this is a sketchbook, but it's a watercolor sketchbook, and I did some watercolors. And so here's the book, just kind of plain. And inside though, it's full of watercolor paper. So let's start off. Here we go. So here's the cover, or the inside cover. Is Bunsen is a Beast. It says just practicing. And here's the first painting that I did. It's a picture of a bird. It's a painted bunting, which is interesting because I painted it. It's a painted bunting. But there's millions of these things all over the earth, and I thought I'd take a shot at one. So that's a painted bunting. I painted that in it took about an hour. I'm not that great of a watercolor artist, but that is about an hour. Here is another watercolor painting. It's a chocolate lab puppy. I wonder if he tastes like chocolate. I don't know. That would be weird. But chocolate Labrador. This took about 4 hours to paint this. And again, like I said, I'm not the strongest watercolor artist in the world, but I'm getting better. I'm practicing a lot more. I really love it. Watercolor is very challenging because you can't make a mistake at all. It's very hard. And there's no white watercolor paint. There is, but you got to use it sparingly, and you have to blend it with other colors to lighten up other colors. So I like my white areas of my watercolors. I like to use negative space, meaning I don't paint in those areas. Therefore, the white area becomes the white area, the area with no paint. Here's another dog I did. I was really into dogs at the time. Boston Terrier. Give me a couple more watercolors, and you guys can check those out. Again, a lot of fun with watercolor. I encourage you, if you're not comfortable doing a certain medium, give it a try. I mean, no one's going to see it but you, unless you make a YouTube video like I'm making and you want to embarrass yourself across the universe. So yeah, go ahead, try whatever you want. But people aren't going to see it unless you show it to them. But as an artist, I always encourage you not to have any fear. Don't be afraid to show your stuff to people. That way you'll always know if they like it or not, or if you're doing well. And here's a very simple one, salt shaker. That's mostly just gray. Some gray, some dark gray, and some blacks in there. And then again, the salt is just the negative area that we don't paint. So that was a salt shaker. And let's see what else we got. Okay, here's two of the same animal. Here's a fox. Fox number 1. And we'll just stay there and go to fox number 2. Fox number 2. Which one do you like better, fox 1 or fox 2? Let me know down in the comment section below. More watercolors? Want to see a couple more? Okay, we'll do a couple more here. Let's see, what do we got? Oh, here's, I just posted this on Instagram recently. There is a kitty cat. I think it's a cat. Look like a cat or a walrus, I can't tell. I'm not that great, like I said. I'm working on it, doing my best. Cat. Okay, and then we have, oh, here's one. Another Boston Terrier. And the reason I paint Boston Terriers and things like that, because they're just black and white. The less color in an animal, the easier they are to paint for me anyway. Very simple painting there. You don't need a lot of crazy things going on in a painting to make it come across. So always remember, less is more sometimes. And only paint what's there. Oh wait, here we go. This is a penguin. No, I'm kidding. That is it's a very ape-like penguin, but no, it's a gorilla. So for stuff like this, obviously, I don't have a lot of gorillas running around my house. I don't live in a gorilla area, so I either go on Google and I pull up some images, or I go on the internet, pull up images, or I go to the zoo. You can go to the zoo and take pictures yourself, or just kind of paint live animals. Go somewhere where they are and paint them. See how good you are. Here's a simple little one that I really love. One of my favorites. Just a little door. I got this image off of the internet. Here's a little door with a shadow on it. I thought it was really kind of cool. I wanted to paint some geometric stuff because, like, painting animals, they're very curvy, not a lot of hard lines on them. But painting geometric stuff can really test your patience, number one, and it really teaches you about light and shadow in a different way than painting animals does. So, okay, there's some watercolors. We'll put that aside. There we go. Put it aside. And oh, here's a cool one. Let me show you this real quick. This is a drawing I did in another video. It's called 100 Layers of Cartoons. I did this drawing last year. It's like 118 of my characters from my cartoons, and it took me about 4 hours to draw this. But there's another video. Go check it out. There's a link we're putting up right now. You can check out this video. Watch me draw it live. Well, not live. It's a long time ago. But watch me draw it on camera, one drawing at a time. And it was a lot of fun. Had a great time drawing this drawing. 100 layers of cartoons. Put that away. Put this away very carefully. Again, I love drawing on paper because it is permanent, and you can't erase it unless you do something silly to it. Let's go to this sketch pad, just your average Strathmore sketchbook, different size. This is kind of a big one. Let's see what's in here. Drawing number 1. Oh, drawing number 1. Some Spider-Man drawings. You're gonna see I do a lot of superheroes and Spider-Man and stuff. I just love drawing Spider-Man. He's simple to draw, no face. And I love the poses you can put him in. Oh, here's a cool one. Superman meets the Crimson Chin. Right there. Again, this is just sitting around watching TV or just nothing else to do. I sit and I draw on my sketch pad. Every bit of practice you can get in helps. And let's see what else we got going on. Let's skip a couple pages here. Let's see. Oh, here's a cool one. This is a character from the NOOG Network, my app. This is Philo Fusion of the Family Fusion. He's the smartest man in the world. He's an inventor and a scientist and an adventurer. And he's made his own kids. He's made his own robotic kids. So there's Philo Fusion. Awesome inventor, awesome hairstylist. What else we got here? Let's see. We have... Oh, this is kind of fun. I did this as a game menu for the Booger Brothers game for the NOOG Network. And that's a game menu for a video game. We ended up putting it in Photoshop and coloring it and using it as the game menu, but that's kind of where it started, just with some burgers and fries. So see, I do cartoony stuff, I do the superhero stuff, I do some realistic stuff, I do watercolors. I try and play around in every sort of style that I can, again, just to keep my abilities up. You want to always be practicing. Here's a cool one of Peter Parker with his mask off, Spider-Man with his mask off. You know, that's just my style of Peter Parker. He's been drawn so many different ways. Here's sort of an anime Peter Parker, anime inspired Peter Parker, kind of. So there you go. And let's see what else I got here. Lots of written notes, a lot of notes I take. A lot of Spider-Man in this one. Oh, here's what I did to Mr. Crocker. I posted on Instagram, TGIF. Trying to do Mr. Crocker's voice. Oh, Mother, it's Friday! Friday means nothing to me, Mother. I'm always hunting Harry's! There's that one. And let's see what else. Oh, here's a rough sketch I did. I was doing a comic book for the Fairly Odd Parents crossover with all of my shows, Fairly Odd Phantom. It's you can see it on YouTube, Fairly Odd Phantom. It's a short cartoon we did. And this is a rough sketch of the comic book that we did, a rough sketch of the page as I was working out the comic book layout. And everything starts roughly. Start it rough, doodle it in your sketchbook, you know, make sure you can get all that down because you want to start rough so you can work it out into a final situation. There's that. Let's see what else I have. Let's see. Oh, here's a cool character I thought of that I thought was fun to draw. Don't know what I'm going to do with him yet, but it's called Buzz Boy. He's like a kid with bee powers. I don't know what he would do. He would have like little stinger guns and he has little bee stripes on him. Maybe he's part of a comedy team of heroes. I have no clue yet, but in some way I'm going to use him. I think he's a pretty cool little character. His little bee goggles. I think his goggles allow him to see all around him and stuff like that. And I think his pollen guns, maybe one gun can sting, one gun can make things grow like pollen. Ooh, there's an idea. You can see this in my Danny Phantom Part 2 10 years later. But this is a shot of Vlad Plasmius, medieval Vlad. We did this in another video. Check out that video. We're putting a link to that too. Danny Phantom 10 years later Part 2. If you haven't seen that. And let me know down in the comments section if I should make a Danny Phantom 10 years later Part 3. Oh yeah, here's a drawing from a show I'm working on called Elf Detective. Here's a drawing, one of the first drawings of the elf. I'm refining him a little more. That's an anime type inspired show, Elf Detective. He's a detective who is, that's right, an elf. And, oh, I love this one. This is really cool. This is a show I'm doing called Dynamice, and this is one of the mice. He's kind of like a Human Torch mouse. I have no idea what his name would be. His name might be like, his name might be Incinerator or something like that. Or Nucleoid, or I don't even know what it would be. We'll come up with a cooler name for that, but I think he's got like nuclear fire, almost like Firestorm. It'd be kind of cool. Oh, here's a cool drawing. Here's a drawing I did of Thor. I saw Thor Ragnarok, and I drew a drawing of Thor, and I didn't know who he was going to be fighting. I was going to draw him fighting the Hulk, but I never finished the drawing. So there's Thor. And, okay, that's another sketchbook. Let's go to another one. Let's see what else we got. Now we'll put this one aside as well. Wham! That sound means I'm putting it aside. Wham! Okay. The home office, no place like it, folks. Let's see what's in here. Let me see. What do I? Oh, here's another one of Peter Parker. Hold on. Peter Parker with his mask off. Just drew that one straight to the page with pen and ink. Very cool, very fun stuff. Here is, oh yeah, don't ever forget to practice the real stuff. Here's a horse. On the other side is a character lineup of the Family Fusion from the NOOG Network. This is called a size comparison. Because people, when they animate the characters, want to know what their sizes are. How big is the dad in relation to the son? And how big is the mom in relation to the dad? That sort of thing. So that is a size comp of them. And let's see what else. Oh, this is kind of fun. I just did a drawing, Fairly TUFF Phantom. Just did Danny, Timmy, and Dudley all together in one drawing. It's kind of fun. And let's see this drawing, this is kind of cool. This is from Danny Phantom 10 years later, our very first Danny Phantom video we did, and I had that at the very beginning of the video, so click on that. We got a link for that one too. Danny Phantom 10 years later part 1. Check that out, you can see that drawing. And then, oh, this is kind of funny. Again, here we have Mr. Crocker again, fairies! Just because a character, just because you've lived with a character for a long time doesn't mean you can't keep drawing them. I love drawing Mr. Crocker. There's a little drawing of Crocker. Here is a drawing of, oh yeah, this is kind of cool. Daredevil pen and ink. Man Without Fear. He's also the man without legs, right there in that drawing. Oh, it's kind of fun. Again, the old Peter Parker fighting so hard he ripped half of his mask off. Which is the real Peter Parker, the masked one or the non-masked one? We just don't even know. So that's kind of cool. And this is another, I'll do one last superhero drawing. This is kind of cool. I drew a Spider-Man fighting the Hulk drawing, and I posted the color version on, I think it was Tumblr. I did it in blue first, and then I did it in the black after that, inked it afterwards. So there's that. Let me see if there's anything else in here. Oh, here's a drawing I did of PewDiePie. I did this. There's a drawing of PewDiePie that I did. I think we posted it on Twitter for him to look at or something. Oh, I know. We did it. We did a video. We reviewed his game. That's what it was, and I drew it in that video. That was a lot of fun. Oh, here's Green Arrow. Did a little Green Arrow drawing there. I don't know how you fight crime with arrows, but I guess you could. I think you could. Here's another drawing of Green Arrow that I did. The original Oliver Queen from the 70s. You know, I'm drawing all day long at Nickelodeon. I mean, I'm drawing all my shows and I'm drawing all the things that I love to draw there at Nickelodeon, making sure the shows happen. But I draw at home just because I just like to draw, and I don't like really to do anything else. I love drawing, I love creating. Here's a cool page of Danny Phantom that I did. A bunch of different Danny Phantom poses. I know, I'm sure there's no fans of Danny Phantom out there, so I'm sure you're getting bored of this, but there's some Danny Phantom poses that are pretty cool. But I like drawing at home a lot because, you know, you can kind of do whatever you want at home. At work, I got to stick to my shows, and I love sticking to the shows. They're fun. But I love doing, oh, here's one last one out of this one. This is Cyclops, if he was like 12. It's like a young teen Cyclops, 12, 13-year-old Cyclops, so it was kind of fun. I've got some drawings on my Tumblr and my Instagram where I do the X-Men as a young kid. Oh, wait, is there one here? Oh yeah, Nightcrawler. Young teen Nightcrawler, which is cool. Always practice your anatomy. Practice anatomy. You learn how to draw the human body. One second, here's one, we just did a video, how the Grinch stole Stranger Things, and here's a little development drawing I did of little Cindy Lou Levin, little 11, meeting the Grinch with her waffle. That's a little drawing there. And then for the grand finale, let's see. What should they end on? A grand finale. Okay, almost a grand finale. Almost. This is Mr. Fantastic from the Fantastic Four. Reed Richards, pen and ink drawing. Again, I draw a lot of superheroes. I just love drawing superheroes. Here's a Batman. Pen and ink, a little rough sketch underneath. And then last but not least, oh wait, one more cool one. This is very cool. Now I know that one. This is kind of cool. Oh, here it is. We'll end with Superman. Butch Hartman's version of Superman. I draw Superman a lot of different ways, but that's one. So there we go, there's Superman. So there's my sketchbook tour. Which of these sketches did you guys like the best? Which watercolor did you like the best? Let me know what sketches you really like. And do you want to see me do more sketchbook tours? You guys want to see more of the inner workings of the Butch Hartman universe? Let me know. Because it's all about these sketch pads, guys. It's all about creating. It's all about doing stuff on your own. It's all about putting things down on paper, writing them down so other people can see them. And don't be afraid to show people your artwork. Like I'm showing all you guys right now. Yeah, but you're saying, oh, well, you're Butch Hartman. You've been drawing for years. That is true, but I had to start somewhere. I didn't always draw the way I draw now, and you guys can get better if you just practice. So let's see your pile of sketchbooks. Let's see all those sketchbooks pile up. It's not about the quantity of sketchbooks, it's about the quality of stuff in the sketchbooks. You can always learn more each and every day, and that's what I try and do, even at the age that I am. You know, I'm just a lot older than you guys. I'm definitely not as old as I'm gonna be someday, but I just love doing this. As long as I can do it, I'm always gonna keep doing it, so I can do really cool stuff for you guys. So let me know what you guys like, what you want to see more of, and I'm happy to do it. We need you guys to subscribe too, so you can be alerted when all the cool new videos come out that I put out. I want you guys to be the first ones to see them. It's always cool to be first, I always think. Even though I never am. I want to be so bad. All right, and don't forget that art gives you power. Use it wisely. See you later. Hey, Heart fans. Subscribe here to keep up with me, Danny, Timmy, Dudley, Bunsen, and the NOOG Network. My new app full of cartoons, shows, and games. Download it here. Click over here to watch my most recent video, and here to start a playlist related to this video. Whoa! Check out that awesome fan art. To be featured here, use hashtag HeartFanArt and tag me. I'm on every social media platform known to man. Cartoon Butch out. Pencil drop.